Hello everyone, good evening. So, this is kind of a new session that we are starting based on the contents that we are going to provide you guys in our IIM ABC batch. This batch is kind of a top up of a regular batch, and if you are targeting really high percentile like 99.5 plus, then this is for you. Okay, and in this batch you are going to get a total of 7500 cat level questions distributed across all the three sections. Now this batch is something different from a regular batch. In this session, in this batch, you are going to have two different kind of classes. One of them is static. In this static format, you are going to get exactly 250 cat level RCs, 250 cat level LRDI sets, and 1250 topic wise cat level quant questions that you can practice and on your own pace. Apart from that, there will be a dynamic batch where every day there will be live session of 2 hours, and in those 2 hours you will be given 3 RC sets every day, 3 LRDI sets every day, and 12 quant questions every day topic wise. So if you practice in this batch, your control over every segment of the syllabus will be really good, and you can see that result, the improvement in your mock scores, and ultimately that will also result in a really good percentile in CAT exam. So if you guys are preparing for CAT 2025 and looking to crack really good percentile, then this is definitely for you. It does not matter if you are enrolled with us or you are not enrolled with us, you can enroll in IIM ABC batch in all the conditions. Okay. Yes, Ayushman, all the 3 sections in 2 hours. Okay, every day for 2 months, every day for 2 months. Okay. Now the time could be more than 2 hours if all the doubts are not cleared. Okay, if all the doubts are not cleared, then yes, this session could go on more, but yes, as per the CAT pattern, mostly 2 hours session every day. Okay. Hello Prabhat, good evening AC Gaming Era, Ayushman, Noir, Arpit, good evening guys. So now we are going to practice few questions, that type of questions we discuss in IIM ABC batch. So you can look for yourself what kind of questions are discussed here. First question is, how many numbers between 10 to 60 both inclusive have exactly 4 factors? So this question is from numbers, factor properties of factors to be precise. So try this one. Yes, if you are preparing for CAT 2025, you can definitely join this session. This is only for CAT 2025. Okay. Good afternoon, Food Active. This is the first question that we are trying today. So try this one. वो लिखती है yes, the answer is yes. You can definitely join CAT this batch if you are preparing for CAT 2025. If you are aware how to find number of factors, then you can definitely solve these type of questions, although it's a little time taking, but you can try. I'll give you enough time. Ashwin, yes, IIM ABC classes are different from daily classes. They are definitely different from daily classes that you are having in this in your batch right now. okay. It's a different you can say, just like application classes, right. Do you love application classes or not? If you love application classes, then again this is another kind of format. Just like in cricket we have T20 format, we have one day format, we have test format, right. So this is a different kind of format that you will be in, and that is really helpful for preparation. Arpit, hint is finding number of factors. How do you find number of factors? If n is equal to a to the power x into b to the power y into c to the power z, then number of factors of n is equal to x plus 1, y plus 1, z plus 1, and so on, where a, b, c, d, e are the prime factors of unique prime factors of number n, and x, y, z are natural numbers. Prabhat, IIM batch classes will be on the Facebook page. Yes, not on the YouTube channel. That is not public. Most of the cases, the IIM classes will be 9 to 12 p.m. in the morning, okay. Because slot 1, CAT slot 1 timings are, I guess, 9 to 11, sometimes 12 to 2, right. So, and lots of students face difficulties writing in that slot. So, it is really good. You do not know in which slot you will get your exam. If it is first slot, then it is really difficult, right. Waking up in the morning in cold and going to the center, and then writing the CAT exam in that pressure time. So, you will be having lots of practice for that. Food active, you have only one choice, either IIM batch or mock test. I am sure you can go to iQuanta.in, you can talk to our support, they will find something in between for you, okay. So, just call on that number, tell them your problem, that you can take only one of these two, because both of these are important. IIM batch is also important, and mock tests are also important, okay. So, definitely they will help you out in this situation. Ashwin, if you have enrolled for IIM batch, you will be added in the batch. When it will start in the next week, you will be added. Don't worry about it, okay. Prabhat already enrolled for last batch pro, okay. So, I guess you will be added in the batch very soon. So, guys, let us solve this question. How many numbers between 10 to 60, both inclusive, have exactly 4 factors? See, if this value is equal to 4, what are the possibility, right? We can write that x plus 1 into y plus 1 could be 2 into 2, right? And in that case, n will be equal to a to the power 1, b to the power 1. Or there could be only one prime factors, then in that case x plus 1 will be equal to 4, and in that case n will be equal to a to the power 3. N could be of these two format, n is equal to aq or n is equal to a into b, where a and b both are prime factors. So, what we can say, that n will be equal to, so from 10 to 60, it could be 2 to the power 3, which is equal to 8, or 3 to the power 3, which is equal to 27. So, we have two values, For now we have two values for n. Now if we consider n is equal to a into b, where a and b are prime numbers, right? So what we can say that if a is equal to 2, if a is equal to 2, then 2b should be between 10 to 60, right? Or we can say that b should be between 5 to 30, both inclusive, and b is a prime number. So we can say b will be equal to 5 or 7 or 11 or 13 or 17 or 19 or 23 or 29. How many values are there? 3, 3, 6 to 8 values. And then if I am taking, if a is equal to 3, in that case we can say that 3b should be greater than equal to 10 and less than equal to 60. Okay, so we can take that b is equal to, b is greater than equal to 10, less than equal to 20. Now think about this, when a was 2, we already took b is equal to 5, right? If b is equal to, if a is equal to 3, what are the values of this we can take? What are the values of b we can take here? It must be greater than equal to 3.33. So b will be equal to 5 or 7 or 11 or 13 or 17 or 19. Then we can take, if a is equal to 5, then can we write it as that b, 10 by 5 is 2, b will be greater than equal to 2 but less than equal to 12, right? In that case, what values for b we can take? What values for b we can take? Now think about this, we have already taken 2 into 5, right? So we cannot repeat this. So go in increasing order, take the value which is bigger than 5. So we can take b is equal to 5, not 5, we can take b, a and b should be distinct prime factors. B will be equal to 7 or 11 or 13 or 17, wait a second, it cannot be 17, 13 or 17, because maximum the value should be less than equal to 12. If a is equal to 7, can I say b must be greater than equal to 10 by 7 and less than equal to 60 by 7. 10 by 7 in 1 point something, 60 by 7 is 8 point something. So no values are possible, right? No values are possible. You cannot take 2, you cannot take 5, you cannot take 7, because we have taken all of them here in above cases. So what are the values? The values we get is 3, 5, 11 values here, 11 values, and this is how many? Wait a second, not 11, 6, 5 plus 3, 8 values. This will be 8 values. 8 values here, then we are getting 6 values here, then we are getting 2 values here and 2 values there. So, okay, 2 to the power 3 we cannot take. So, there will be only one value. So, what will be the total? Total will be equal to 8 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1, which is equal to 17. So, 17 such combination are possible. Yes, Aryan, I have discarded that, as n is between 10 to 60, we cannot take 2 cube, right? So, there will be only one value. So, total it will be a total of 17 values, okay. We can simply make it as the number of prime numbers between 10 and 60, they can only have 2 factors. Is it correct? Please let me know. No, we are not talking about 2 factors, we are talking about 4 factors. So, you cannot take all the prime factors between 10 and 60. that is not correct. Okay, Sahana, that is not correct. We are looking for 4 factors, not only 2 factors. Okay, so correct answer is 17. All right, Radhe, correct answer. Aryan, correct answer. Aditya, correct answer. है ना? Riya, no, there is no other way to solve this question other than taking these cases. Okay, you need to multiply 2 prime numbers such that their product is between 10 to 60. In how many ways you can do that? 16 ways. Although yes, a similar question was asked in CAT previous years, and if you have solved those questions, the question was less than 15, I guess, and there was 15 combination possible. From there you can find it. 2b 3b कैसे लिया? देखो ना, n is equal to ab है ना. If a is equal to 2, n will be equal to 3b, right? If a is equal to 3, n will be equal to 3, sorry, this will be 2b. If n is equal to 3, a will be equal to 3b. If n is equal to, a is equal to 5, n will be equal to 5b. That's how we took this. Okay, Gaurav, is that clear now? बताओ. ठीक है. So we are just taking the reverse approach. How do we find the number of factors? This way we find the number of factors, and we are just taking the reverse approach, that how could we achieve 4 from here, 2 into 2 or 3 plus 1. If it is 2 into 2, n will be a to the power 1 into b to the power 1. If it is 4, then n will be a cube. Okay, now let's try this one. This is a really good question based on numbers. Ashwin, not necessarily. If it's a 3-digit number, that depends on number of factors. Okay, that depends on number of factors. A 2-digit number could also have 2 prime factors, like 11 into 13 is equal to 143. Still we have 4 factors, right? So it does not depends on number of digits. All right. That depends how many factors the number has. Mavindra, CAT 2025 last batch has started last week. I have taken one LRDI session in that batch. So yes, if you are thinking of CAT 2025, it does not matter if you are engineer or non-engineer, you can definitely crack it, because to help non-engineers, we have lots of modules like non-engineers quant, LRDI essentials. So definitely you can join the last batch and crack CAT from here. In fact, last year most of our students who got 99 plus percentile, out of 500 students who got 99 plus percentile, were from last batch only, because they don't have much option, right? They have to work hard every day till last day. So don't worry about it. If you are thinking of cracking CAT, you can join our last batch. So how do we solve this question? Any idea? Three eight seven one into 3874 into 3877 into 3880 plus n is a perfect square. It's a perfect square where n and k are natural numbers. Find the smallest value of n. So I give you two more minutes, then we will discuss it. Okay. Arpit waits for 2 more minutes, then we will discuss it. गौतम, ये सेशन यस कोई ना कोई सेशन हो रहे होंगे लाइव. दिस सेशन इज फॉर आवर IIM ABC बैच. If 3871 and 3, what we can do, can I take this, that let 3871 is equal to x, then can I say that this will be x into x plus 3 into x plus 6 into x plus 9 plus n, right? Plus n is equal to k square, right? Plus n is equal to k square. Now if I try to simplify this expression, can I take this x into x plus 9 together, x plus 3 into x plus 6 together, then this will be equal to x square plus 9, this will be equal to x square plus this will be 9x, x square plus 9x plus 18, right? Now let x square plus 9 is equal to y. Can I write this as y into y plus 18, and this will be equal to y square plus 18y. Y square plus 18y. Now if I want to make it a perfect square, what is 18y? 18y is nothing but, we can write it as y square 2 into 9 into y. So we add 9 square and we subtract 9 square, right? We add 9 square and we subtract 9 square. Can we say this? Batao, is that correct? है ना? So we need to add 81. So if I add 81 here, this will become a perfect square, because this will be equal to what? Y plus 9 whole square minus 9 square. So can I say this part, if I want to make this a whole square, if I want to make it a perfect square, the n must be 81. What is 9 square? If I add this 9 square here, it will become a perfect square. So forget about whatever we are subtracting. We are talking about whatever we are adding to make it a perfect square. So if I add 9 square here, see, if I add 9 square here, this will become a perfect square. So what we can say? N minimum is equal to 81. Okay, that's it. Hello Nawab. Arpit, yes, your answer is absolutely correct. Very good. ठीक है. So this is the approach that you should take in these type of questions. If these values are given, such a big values, it could be a 5-digit value as well, but it does not change the solution, right? So you should be aware of these methods, and then let's try the next one. Any answer? This is a simpler question than the previous ones. Two different quadratic equations have a common root. Let the three unique roots of the two equations be x, y and z. So, there will be 2 plus 2, 4 roots, one of the root is common, that is why there will be 3 unique roots x, y, z. All of them are positive integers. If x plus y plus z is 31 and the product of the roots of one of the quadratic equations is 27, which of the following options is definitely correct? So, how do you write 27? Product of two of them, 27 can be written as 1 into 27 or it can be written as 3 into 9, right? We know that x plus y plus z is equal to 31, right? So, what could be the roots? If I take two roots as x is equal to 1, y is equal to 27, what we can say z will be equal to 31 minus 28, which is equal to 3. And if I take x is equal to 3, y is equal to 9, then we can say z will be equal to 31 minus 12, which is equal to 19. So, these are the three combination possible for x, y and z. Now, if you check the options, first one it says the common root is 19, that is not correct. The smallest among the roots is 1. The smallest among the roots is 1. It is not necessary because it could be 3 as well, right? If we take this combination, it could be 3 as well. So, smallest among the roots is 1, not always correct. One of the roots is 3. If you check one of the roots is 3, then see this root is 3 as well as this root is 3. So, in both the cases, case 1, case 2, in both the cases one of the roots is 3. Option D, product of the roots of the other equation is 81. That is not necessary, right? 1 and 27, other roots it could be 3 into 1, it could be 3 into 27. In this case 19, the common 19 into 3, 19 into 9, right? So, it could be anything, it could be 81 as well. So, our answer is option C here. So, food active got this correct, Arpit got this correct, वो लिखती है ने सी लिखा है जो कि सही है, गौतम, आयुष्मान, नॉयर and Himsri, all of your answers are correct. Very good. These are really good questions. You can proud of this answer. Now, let us try one question from profit, loss and discount. Let us try this one. Nikhil, go to the live section, okay, go to the live tab, then you will see it, you will be able to see the live sessions, both live sessions. After this question, we are going to discuss a really good LRDI set. So stay tuned. And this question, I give you 2 more minutes, then we are going to discuss it. Okay. Arpit, LRDI is not from a particular topic, okay, but it's a very interesting set based on little bit of distribution, calendar, and you can say ordering as well. Okay, so let's discuss this one. A shopkeeper sells a bicycle at a profit of 11.11%. What is 11.11%? 11.11% is equal to 1 by 9, right? If he had bought it at 16.66% less, what is 16.66%? 16.66% is equal to 1 by 6, and sold it at 360 rupees less, he would have made a profit of 6.66%. What should be the list price of the bicycle? In the case, he gave a discount of 10% and thereby gained 20% in the transaction. First of all, what do we assume as cost price? That is the most challenging part. So cost price should be taken something that is divisible by 9 as well as divisible by 6, right? So what should we take? What should we take so that it's easier to calculate? Can I take, let cost price is equal to 90x, okay? If cost price is 90x, what will be the selling price? Selling price will be 90x plus 1 by 90, 1 by 9 of 90x, which is equal to 100x. These are the initial value, initial cost price, initial selling price, right? Then if he had bought it at 16.66% less, new cost price is equal to 90x minus 1 by 6 of 90x. 6 into 15 is 90, this will be equal to 75x. Then the new selling price would be 100x minus 360, and it says that he would have made a profit of 16.66%. What is 16.66%? This is nothing but 1 by 15. What will be the profit here? Can I say profit will be equal to 75x into 1 by 15, which is equal to 5x. So cost price is, new cost price is 75x, new selling price is 100x minus 360, and the profit is 5x. Can I say that 75x plus 5x is equal to 100x minus 360, or we can say that 80x is equal to 100x minus 360, or 20x is equal to 360, 20x is equal to 360, or x is equal to 18. If x is equal to 18, what we can say? Original cost price. What will be original cost price? That will be equal to 18 into, that was 90x, 18 into 90, that is equal to 1620. This will be the original cost price. Now it's given that what should be the list price or the mark price, है ना? He gave a discount of 10% and gained 20%. Now in case of mark price, you should be aware of that. Can I say selling price is equal to mark price into 1 minus D upon 100 is equal to Cp into 1 plus P upon 100. So from there we can say MP upon Cp is equal to 100 plus P upon 100 minus D. So from there we can say the mark price will be equal to 100 plus P is 100 plus 20 divided by 100 minus 10, discount is 10%, into 1620, which is equal to 120 upon 90 into 1620. This is 18 times, 18 into 12 is 260. This will be the list price or the mark price, right? All right. Guys, that those ads are not in our hand, okay. As I can see, we have not chosen the ads part. It's YouTube which is doing all the things. So you can remember this important formula whenever you need to find the relation between the mark price, the mark percentage, profit percentage and discount percentage. You can use this, okay. Aryan, Siddhant, yes, your answer is correct. Arpit, yes, your memory is good. Noer got this correct, very good. So answer is option D. So if you have any doubts at any step, then let me know, okay. All right, no doubts, no doubts. Then let's go to our DILR question. But before that, let me tell you that it has been only 1 or 2 classes as we started our last batch. So this is your last chance to get a really good percentile in CAT 2025, okay. In this last batch, still you will be covered your syllabus 3 times, one in live classes, one in application classes, and the third time in crash course, during crash course. So 3 times your syllabus will be covered, and these are the 7 faculties which will be helping you throughout your syllabus, okay. So if you are targeting 99 plus percentile in CAT, this is your last chance. The train is leaving the station, guys, okay. So join iQuanta. Now let's try this set. I will give you 6 to 8 minutes and then we will discuss it, okay. Prabhat, in crash course whole syllabus will be covered, okay, and every day there will be live sessions, every day there will be application classes, there could be classes on Sundays as well, okay, and there will be marathons as well, okay. So in last 2 months there will be lots of classes, okay, so that you can cover your syllabus, you can have lots of practice even if you are not able to do any practice on your own. ऑल राइट, चलो काफ़ी कंफ्यूजिंग लग रहा है ये सेट, है ना। इन्फॉर्मेशन किधर से किधर क्या हो रहे हैं, कौन किस डेट को गया है, किस मंथ में गया है, देर आर लॉट्स ऑफ कन्फ्यूजन. लेट्स सी हाउ टू सॉल्व these type of sets. It says during Mahakumbh 2025 in Prayagraj, 10 individuals, Rohan, Ankit, Deepu, Barun, Charlie, Farhan, Isha, Pankaj, Aman and Darius planned their pilgrimage to take a holy dip in the Sangam and participate in the grand spiritual gathering. Due to their personal schedules, they visited the Mahakumbh on different days between January and April 2025. However, only 2 of them could make the trip on each of the 5 selected days. So, 5 days were selected where everyone was supposed to be there in the Mahakumbh, but only 2 of the 10 were present in each of the 5. So, 5 into 10, 5 into 2, all of them 10 visited these Mahakumbh, but at one point, at one date, there were only 2 friends together. Their visits followed a certain pattern constrained by their individual commitments and travel arrangements. What are those? It says Rohan, who did not visit after Darius. Okay, so before and after. Before and after. Rohan, who did not visit after Darius. So what we can say that Rohan either visit before Darius. Rohan either visit before Darius or with Darius. It could be both the possibilities. Rohan did not visit after Darius, but he can visit before or with Darius. Attended 28 days after Farhan. So we have Farhan before Rohan. So Farhan visited before Rohan, and between them there is a gap of 28 days. 28 days. And then we have who in turn did not visit with Barun. So Barun and Farhan are not together. Farhan is not together with Barun. Darius, who visited in March, attended at least 50 days before Charlie. So after Darius, Charlie was there, who visited 50 days, at least 50 days before. So this gap is at least 50. So 50 plus days, right? But visited on the same day of the weeks as Charlie. Same day of the week as Charlie. Now can we say, if you talk about the same day of a week, the difference is always a multiple of 7. Like if today is Monday, next week will be Monday after exactly 7 days. Then after exactly 14 days, it will be Monday. Exactly 21 days, it will be Monday, and so on. So what we can say that Darius and Charlie visited on the same day of the week, but the gap was at least 50 days. So greater than 50, which is a multiple of 7, it will be 56, right? It will be 56. The next will be 63. Next will be 63. Now Darius visited in March. So even if Darius visited at 1st March and Charlie visited on 30th April, that will be the end, right? Because January to April, there will be a gap of how many days? What will be the gap here? Can you tell me this? What will be the gap here? So 31 days in March, 30 days in April. Can I say it will be a gap of 60 days? It will be a gap of 60 days. So 63 days are not possible. It's not possible that Charlie visited 63 days after Darius. It's only possible by 56 days. So between Charlie and Darius, what we can say, there will be a gap of exactly 56 days. exactly 56 days, right? Now, if we talk about Darius, if Darius visited on 1st March, 1st of March, then 1st of March plus 56, it will be 57, but 57 minus 31 because March is of 31. So, it will be 25th April, right? It will be 25th April, and the last will be 30th April. So, 51st to 6th March, Darius must have visited between 1st to 6th March, both included, and Charlie must have visited between 25th to 30th April. Tell me, is that clear? Batao. 31 minus 6 is 25. 6 plus 25, 55. No, it will be only till 5th. It will be only till 5th. 1st to 5th March, right? 1st to 5th March, and if it is 1st, then it will be 30 plus 25. This will be 26th. So that the difference should be 56, right? Okay. So, 1st to 5th March will be the dates for Darius. So, 26th to 30th April will be the dates for Charlie. Now, what else it says? It says Deepu, who visited exactly 10 days before Pankaj, attended with Ankit. So, Deepu, who visited exactly 10 days before Pankaj. So, Deepu and Ankit are together. What we can say? Deepu and Ankit visited together, and they visited 10 days before Pankaj. They visited exactly 10 days before Pankaj. Okay. Both Isha and Aman visited on February 10th. Isha and Aman visited on February 10th. 10th of February, right? While Isha and Pankaj visited on the same day of the week. Isha and Pankaj visited same day of the week means the gap between Isha and Pankaj must be 7x days. Must be a multiple of 7, right? Must be a multiple of 7. Prabhat, yes, we can say this is a moderate level set, because after this information, once we figure out one or two information, then this set is very easy. Now, can you tell me this, that what should be the next information that we should use? See, Farhan, Rohan, Darius and Charlie, we have already 4 groups. There should be 5 groups. Now, we have Deepu and Ankit, we have Isha and Aman, and we have Pankaj. So, it cannot be, Pankaj must be any of these 4, right? Then only it will make sense. Pankaj must be with, because these 2 groups are unique. So, Pankaj must be with one of them, and one of these 4 must be with some other. Which of these could be? Think about this. Darius, Charlie, Rohan, Farhan. 2 of these 4 must be together. Which 2 it could be? Tell me. Gautam, if you take 6th March, from 6th March to 25, it will be 31st March, right? And then if you add plus 31, it will become 30th April. So, it won't be 6th March, okay, it will be 5th March. Which 2 could be together here? Can we say Rohan and Darius could be together only? Only Rohan and Darius could be together, because it's given that Rohan did not go after Darius, but he can go with Darius, right? He can go with Darius. So, Rohan and Darius together. Is that clear? Now, what do we have? In case of Farhan, Deepu Ankit cannot be with Farhan. Isha Aman cannot be with Farhan. Then Rohan Darius cannot be with Farhan. Charlie cannot be with Farhan. Barun cannot be with Farhan. Who can be with Farhan? It can only be Pankaj, right? With Farhan, it can only be Pankaj. Alright, is that clear? Is that clear to everyone that Farhan will be with Pankaj? Alright, clear? So, what do we have? What do we have? Let us try to rewrite this. So, we have, for now, we have Farhan and Pankaj together. Farhan and Pankaj. Pankaj visited before Isha, and Isha visited on 10th February. Can I say that between and on March it was for, and Deepu and Ankit before Pankaj. So, we can put Deepu and Ankit here. Deepu and Ankit here, right? Then we will have these two, Rohan and Darius. But Rohan and Darius visited in March. This guy is on February. So, Isha and Aman must be in after this. So, Isha and Aman will be here, and then we will have Rohan and Darius. Then we will have Charlie and the person who is left, which is Varun. Okay. Now, Charlie with Varun. Now, it is given that the gap between these two is 56 days. The gap between these two we do not know, but the gap between these two is 10 days, right? The gap between these two is 10 days, or was it something else? No, the gap between these two, Farhan and Pankaj, was 28 days. This will be 28 days. 28 days here, right? 28 days. And the gap Deepu and Pankaj, this is 10 days. This is what it says, right? This is 10 days. And between Pankaj and Isha, the gap is same as number of days is same, the weekday is same. So, the gap will be multiple of 7. So, what we can say? What we can say? This date is given, right? This date is given, which is 10th of February. See, this is 10th Feb. This is 10th of February. Now, in this case, can I say the gap between this and this will be 28 days. Now, what is the next clue that we are going to use? Can you see anything? This is 10th February. Gap between these two is a multiple of 7. Okay. Both Isha and Aman visited in February 10th. Deepu visited 10 days before Pankaj, and then there was this 28 days after Farhan. Darius 28 days after Farhan. So, Farhan will be on the same weekday as Isha, same weekday, right? As Rohan, as Charlie, all of these will be in the same weekdays, right? If we are talking about same weekdays, then if this is 10th February, this is between 1st March to 5th March, and exactly 28 days gap there. February is of 28 days. So, this will be 1st Feb to 5th Feb. Now, think about this. 1st Feb to 5th Feb, which day will be of the same weekday as Isha and Aman? Which of these days will be same as 10th Feb? Can you tell me this? Which day will be same as 10th Feb? So, the gap should be 7, right? So, this must be 3rd Feb. What we can say? This must be 3rd Feb. And exactly 28 days after, in March, it will be 3rd March. So, this will be 3rd of March. 3rd March. Now, 3 plus 56 is 59 minus 31. Okay, 3 plus 56 is 59 minus how many days are left? So, we can say 28 days left. So, 59 minus 28 कितना हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे डेट क्या आएगी बताओ. We got this as 26th to 30th, right? What will be this date? Is it 28 April? Is it 27 April? What will be this date? See, 3 plus 28, 31st March will be of same date. From there 28 more, right? From there क्या हो जाएगी डेट यहाँ पे 3rd Feb, 3rd March. March has 31 days. March has 31 days. 31st March will have the same date. Right, so 31 plus 7, 14, so it will be 28th, right? 28th April. Is that clear to everyone? बताओ. ठीक है, ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं. 3 plus 56 is 59, just 56 days later. So 59 minus how many days are left in March? 28 days are left. Sorry, 28 days are left, right? Something 3 plus 56, yes, 59 minus 21, correct. So this will be 28th April, right? This will be 28th April. Okay guys, I hope this is clear, right? Is that clear now? 28 plus 28, this will be equal to, okay, now what's next? This date, 10 days before, January is of 31 days. So 23 plus 1, 24th Jan. This date will be 24th January. So now we have date for everyone, right? Now let's solve these questions. First one, it says, on which day did Barun visit Mahakumbh? Barun, 20th April. Answer DDMM. So it will be 2804. 2804. Who among the following visited Mahakumbh in March? So it was 2 people, Rohan and Darius. So answer is option D. Third question, how many of the 10 individuals visited Mahakumbh after February 15th? February 15th, it were 4 people. So answer is option B. How many days after Farhan visited Mahakumbh did Aman visit Mahakumbh? Aman, how many days after Farhan did? So after Farhan, it will be Aman after 7 days, right? So it will be 7. Who among the following visited Mahakumbh in March? In March, let me check. Yes, it was Rohan, correct? So these are the answers, guys. So as you can see, this was a really good set, okay, and this was not very time taking, not very difficult, but it's really about how good you are with the calendar, right, and how good you are with the arrangement. How can you place if there is some before and after scene, right? So the order, how you handle the order given in the set is really important here. All right. So if you have any question, any doubt at any point, then let me know. All right. All right, no doubts, very good. So that's it for today. These are the type of questions, these are the type of sets that you get to practice or some even better questions that you will get in IIM practice patch, and that will be the best preparation that you can get for upcoming CAT exam. Okay, so that's it for today guys. Thank you. Bye bye.